A woman in her 70s was sitting alone in a flooded street in New Jersey. Her Lexus dead, the next tow truck 3 hours away. No idea what had failed. But her daughter did one thing, and it saved the entire night. Most Lexus owners have no idea this diagnostic mode exists. Stay until function 5. The battery voltage monitor alone has saved drivers from being stranded. It is built into your car right now. You just do not know where to look. The hidden door, how to enter diagnostic mode. There was a Lexus owner who spent 4 months chasing a cold start hesitation. 2 shops. One said it was normal. The other quoted $380 just to plug in a scanner. Just a gut feeling that something was slightly off, and no way to verify it without handing over money first. What neither shop mentioned was that the Lexus had been collecting precise engine data the entire time. Every cold start, every idle temperature, every voltage reading, all of it accessible for free using a button sequence that takes about 15 seconds. This works on most Lexus ES, RX, NX, and GS models from 2014 onward. Here's the sequence. Make sure the vehicle is completely off. Key out or start button, fully off. Press and hold the trip meter reset button on the instrument cluster. That is the small button that resets the trip odometer, usually on the left side of the gauge cluster. While holding the trip button, turn the ignition to the on position without starting the engine. On push-button start models, press the start button twice without touching the brake pedal. Hold the trip button for 10 to 15 seconds. The display will cycle through several screens. Then a completely different menu system appears. That is diagnostic mode. For the 2020 Lexus ES 300H European model with a 12.3-inch screen, the sequence is different. Engine off, press the start button twice without the brake. Hold the media button on the center console, then switch the headlights between auto and parking lights 3 times. The service menu appears. For the 2010 RX45OH and older navigation-equipped models, turn the ignition on, wait for the map to display, then hold the menu button and cycle the headlight switch on and off several times. Same result. If none of those work on a specific model, the procedure is documented in owner forms for virtually every Lexus ever made. The sequence varies. The menu exists on all of them. Now that the diagnostic menu is open, the first function inside is the one that has saved many Lexus owners from needing a tow truck. Function 1. Battery voltage monitor. Picture a Lexus sitting dead in floodwater, dashboard dark, tow truck over 3 hours out. No warning light, no code, no indication of what actually failed. Battery, alternator, flood damage. Every guess was just a guess, and every wrong guess meant more waiting, more money, more stress. The owner's family member walked them through the diagnostic mode entry on the phone. They opened the battery voltage screen. The number told the whole story. It just needed a jump. A neighbor had a portable pack. The car started, no tow, no shop. Inside diagnostic mode, there's a screen that shows exact battery voltage in real time. Not a warning light, not a gauge range, an actual number. A healthy Lexus battery should read 12.4 to 12.8 volts when the engine is off. While running, the charging system should show 13.5 to 14.5 volts. Anything below 12.4 at rest means the battery is losing capacity. Anything below 13.5 while running means the alternator is not charging correctly. Anything above 15 volts means the voltage regulator is failing and actively damaging the battery. For the 2022 Lexus NX35OH, the diagnostic screen is accessed differently. Ignition on, turn the audio system off, go into settings, and then display, turn the screen off. Then swipe left to right on the dark screen 5 times, then right to left 5 times. The service screen appears. Battery voltage is visible there. Note that the diagnostic screen reads slightly lower than resting voltage because the car's computers are active while the screen is running. A reading of 11.8 volts on a healthy battery is normal in this mode. Below 11.5 consistently is the flag to investigate. A neighbor handed over a portable jump pack. Car started, made it home. The tow truck was canceled. 90 seconds of diagnostic data resolved what 3 hours of waiting could not. Battery is one line of data, but there is a temperature the standard gauge cluster never shows, and it is the one that quietly destroys transmissions. Function 2. Transmission temperature monitor. A Lexus came back from a towing trip with a transmission that started hesitating in 4th gear on the mountain descent. No warning lights. Temperature gauge reading perfectly normal the entire time. That gauge only monitors coolant. The transmission has its own temperature sensor, and the standard cluster never shows it. The owner made it home 3 weeks later, slipping under hard acceleration. Repair estimate, $4,800. The failure had been building every mile of that trip. Diagnostic mode has a screen showing real-time transmission fluid temperature. It is the one data point that most Lexus owners towing, climbing mountain roads, or driving in summer heat should be checking regularly. Normal transmission operating temperature on a Lexus is 175 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Anything over 220 degrees Fahrenheit indicates a problem: low fluid, heavy towing load, aggressive downhill braking, or a cooling system issue. At that temperature, the friction modifiers in the transmission fluid break down rapidly. Monitoring this screen during any tow or mountain drive gives a real-time warning before damage accumulates. If the temperature climbs past 210 degrees and does not come back down, pull over. Let it cool and check fluid level before continuing. That pause costs nothing. Ignoring it can cost $4,000 to $6,000. That owner said it plainly afterward. 2 cooling stops on that descent and the transmission would have survived. The screen existed. The data was there. They just could not see it. Quick pause for a second. If you like learning hidden features like this, hit subscribe. We share tips most drivers never hear about. Function 3, individual tire pressure display. The TPMS warning light on a Lexus tells the driver one thing: something is low. It does not say which tire. It does not say how low. It just turns on and waits. The TPMS light came on during a highway run. The driver pulled into a rest stop, walked the car, checked every tire by eye. All 4 looked absolutely fine, so they kept driving. 40 miles later at a gas station, the rear passenger tire was at 19 PSY, down from 34. The other 3 were normal. The dashboard had given one signal, with 0 useful detail. Driving a significantly underinflated tire at highway speed builds heat in the sidewall. Enough heat is a blowout. That was 40 miles, and 1 failure away from a roadside emergency. Diagnostic mode has a screen showing individual tire pressure for all 4 corners in real time. Exact PSI per tire, updating as the car moves. The screen shows front left, front right, rear left, and rear right in sequence. On some Lexus GX and LX models, the spare tire pressure is also visible in this menu. That is a detail worth checking before any long trip, because a flat spare discovered on the side of a highway is a second emergency layered onto the first. Cold tire pressure will always read lower than hot pressure. A tire set to 32 PSI cold will read 35 to 36 PSI after 30 minutes of highway driving. That rise is normal. The diagnostic screen lets the driver see both states and understand what is normal for their specific tires, which makes it far easier to catch a genuinely slow leak early. Maintaining correct tire pressure on a Lexus also saves money directly. Even 3 pounds per square inch under per tire reduces fuel economy by roughly 1 to 2% and accelerates wear on the outer tread. Over a year of highway driving, that is a measurable cost that this screen eliminates. Tire pressure protects the car from the outside. The next function monitors something burning from the inside, and most owners have no idea it is even being tracked. Function 4, real-time fuel economy analysis. A Lexus hybrid owner was pulling 29 miles per gallon on a car EPA rated at 44 combined. Dealer visit 1, everything tests fine. Dealer visit 2, still nothing wrong. The car was not broken. The driving was. The dealer was not wrong. The car was functioning exactly as designed. The problem was driving behavior. 3 habits, destroying efficiency on every single trip. No way to see them without the right data. The standard MPG display updates too slowly and smooths too many variables to be useful for changing behavior. It shows an average, not a cause. Diagnostic mode includes a real-time fuel economy screen that updates every second and shows instantaneous consumption down to the 1/10 of a mile per gallon. This is the tool that changes how people drive. The screen shows current fuel economy updating live as the car moves. It also shows fuel consumption rate in gallons per hour, which reveals exactly how much fuel the engine burns at idle, at cruising speed, and during hard acceleration. Most Lexus owners are shocked the first time they watch the consumption rate spike under hard throttle from a stop. 3 changes: accelerate gradually and watch the instantaneous miles per gallon stay high. Coast toward stops instead of holding speed until the last moment. Fuel consumption drops to near 0 during the coast. Find the highway speed where wind resistance starts cutting efficiency, usually around 72 to 75 miles per hour on most Lexus models, and drive just below it. That same owner changed 3 driving habits after 1 week with the diagnostic screen. Average jumped from 29 miles per gallon to 38 miles per gallon. No repair, no parts, just data that made the invisible visible. At current fuel prices, that gap runs $500 to $700 per year. Fuel economy is a habit you can change. Coolant temperature is one you just need to know, and the next function shows it with a precision the standard gauge was specifically designed to hide. Function 5, precise engine coolant temperature. A Lexus ran a hard summer track session. Temperature gauge normal the entire time. Thermostat opening, coolant circulating, standard gauge doing exactly what it was built to do. What it was not built to do was show that coolant had been cycling between 215 and 225 degrees Fahrenheit for the final 20 minutes. The normal band on the standard gauge is wide by design, designed to reassure, not to inform. 6 weeks later, routine highway drive, head gasket gone. The damage had been accumulating lap by lap, and the driver never knew they were running hot. Diagnostic mode shows precise coolant temperature in degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius, updated live. This is the number the standard gauge was designed to approximate. Normal operating temperature for most Lexus engines is 195 to 210 degrees Fahrenheit. A reading below 180 degrees means the thermostat may be stuck open, the engine is running cold, and fuel economy and emissions are suffering. A reading above 220 degrees means the cooling system is working harder than it should. Above 230 is a problem that needs immediate attention. Winter drivers can use this screen to know exactly when the engine has reached full operating temperature before pushing it on a cold morning. Driving hard on a cold Lexus engine below 160 degrees accelerates wear on cylinder walls and piston rings faster than mileage alone would suggest. This screen alone is worth accessing diagnostic mode for. Catching cooling system issues early means a $200 thermostat replacement instead of a $2,200 head gasket job. The temperature was always being tracked. Now the driver can see it. Bonus, the customization menu, settings dealerships never mentioned. There is a function inside diagnostic mode that has nothing to do with monitoring. It is about control, and most Lexus owners have been living with factory default settings for years that they have every right to change. Ask any long-term Lexus owner, and there is usually something. The door locks that click at a speed that feels too low. The interior lights that linger a few seconds too long. Those settings are not fixed. The dealer was wrong, or not telling the full story. Some Lexus models allow customization of vehicle behavior through the diagnostic mode that is entirely inaccessible through the normal settings menu. Depending on the model year and trim level, this menu may allow adjustments to automatic door lock timing, the duration before interior lights turn off, the sensitivity of rain-sensing wipers, the volume of warning chimes, and how the vehicle responds during remote start. The available options vary by model. Newer models with larger digital displays tend to have more extensive customization menus. Always use the trip meter reset button to cycle through the screens and explore what is available on a specific car before assuming a setting does not exist. Changes made through the customization menu are saved automatically when the ignition is turned off. They persist through normal use. To exit diagnostic mode at any time, turn the ignition fully off, wait 10 seconds, and start the vehicle normally. Everything returns to standard display mode. Every modern Lexus is already collecting this data: battery voltage, transmission temperature, tire pressure, coolant temperature, fuel efficiency. It has all been there since the car was built. The only thing missing was knowing how to read it. Before paying a shop for a diagnostic scan or agreeing to a service based on a warning light, open diagnostic mode first. Verify the actual data. Informed decisions cost far less than uninformed ones. Drop the comment below right now. Year, model, and what is going on with the car. And if there is a diagnostic mode trick specific to your Lexus that we have not covered, we will find it. And if you enjoyed this kind of practical deep dive, be sure to subscribe. You'll probably love what's next.